Oh, Sarah!
You're here!
They sure warmed up to her fast. I suppose it's only natural. She did save them from chaos himself, after all. She restored what they had lost. She restored their hope. However, just because the fight is over, doesn't mean her work
We need
is.
to speed up construction as
The
soon as
Tower
we
of
can.
Hope depends on her now.
Is in current progress.
Lots of responsibility, but I don't think she minds. This new role fits her like a glove. Well then, where am I headed?
Where are you going?
On patrol. You coming?
Sure.
The battle is won, but the war is far from over. We've come up with a strategy. Sarah will lead us in the fights to come, and Maya will serve as her bodyguard. Marsalis and the other skilled warriors will each lead a regiment in defense of the tower. Sophie and I will be part of a mobile unit of soldiers to break through the enemy formation's weak spots. Sounds useful in battle, but at times like these there's not much to do, so I make the rounds, again and again.
Another boring day, huh?
Better bored than dead, I always say. But now I'm starting to doubt the wisdom in that. We shouldn't worry, this peace and quiet won't last for long. This is Palamecia.
But aren't you bored? You should be in charge of your own regiment, or more. Everyone else around here thinks so too.
I'm used to this. If someone wants to lead, let them lead. I'm fine right where I am.
But don't you want to protect Sarah? Isn't that why you came here in the first place?
She won't learn anything if I'm always looking over her shoulder.
I guess so.
What about you? You don't seem the idle type.
Yeah, to be honest, I can only patrol the tower so many times before I start to feel anxious. Don't know how much longer I can do this.
Same. Lots has changed in a short time. I guess it's only natural that some of us would feel left behind.
Ah, there's the signpost. The Tower of Hope.
That's not what it said when we first got here. It used to be the Returner Citadel. But when Sarah rekindled the light of hope, even the sign changed to accommodate. That's not what was written there before, is it?
Well, it wasn't, but it was.
That doesn't make sense.
When we first arrived, this is what it said. The Returner's Citadel is just what we decided to call it. I guess it was silly to try and change the name. It was always the Tower of Hope. It's better this way.
I'm not so sure about that. Hope is a dangerous word in Palamecia.
Why would you say that? How do you know so much?
Can't say.
Or won't? You knew about chaos. Do you know what happened before the Dark Flood?
Nope. Don't remember a thing.
You might know how to fight, but you suck at lying. Everything quiet?
Indeed. What about you?
Our biggest threat is dying of boredom.
It's a shame to see your talents go to waste. But that's good news for me. If it gives you any comfort, work on the tower is progressing splendidly. It grows taller by the day. Things are looking up, and it's all thanks to Sarah.
All thanks to her?
Don't worry, we won't let her come to any harm. We owe her that. She's a born leader. She inspires loyalty and hope like no one we've ever seen. As long as she stands by our side, our morale will remain steadfast, and the tower will rise. We could ask for none better to guide us. To think we would be so blessed when things looked so grim.
Yeah.
My apologies, I got carried away. Don't let me keep you any longer. May your patrol remain free from danger.
Huh. I can barely recognize the tower now. Not in a bad way, though. It used to be so run down, rubble everywhere. Everyone was so busy fending off the fiends that they didn't have time for repairs.
This place was far from hopeful. That is, until Sophie and her friends came along. They made this place truly worthy of its name. The Keepers were waiting to die, but she gave them the will to live, the will to survive. She gave them the hope of home, an end to their constant struggle and a promise of more. Everyone rallied under her and, buoyed by her message, fought bravely. But all the bravery in the world couldn't best chaos, and when Sophie fell, Sarah rekindled the light of hope. And with that, the subject of the tower's tale changed.
Hello? Something on your mind?
I think I just realized we're not so different after all. We've been relegated to side characters in this story. I can't say I mind, but Sophie, on the other hand, well, sometimes it's tough being thrust from the limelight. Sorry for showing up out of nowhere and sort of taking over everything.
What? No, you don't have to apologize. You saved us. We didn't stand a chance against chaos. I'm glad you guys came along when you did.
Oh yeah?
Everyone's doing so much better now. I could never think badly of you for that.
So, you're doing better too?
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about the tower anymore. You can do whatever you want.
Huh?
Maybe pick up where you left off. You must have been doing something else before all this.
Yeah, I was looking for my home. Hey, why don't you come too? We'll go and find, what?
What's wrong?
That's strange. I can't seem to remember the name of the place.
You forgot the name of your home? You must not have been too attached to it then.
Yeah, I guess. I just got so caught up in everything happening around here. I wanted to help these people more than I wanted to help myself.
You can still do that. We can still do that. We just gotta find out where we're needed. I'm sure if we put our heads together, we'll think of something. gonna be her?
There you are.
More chores?
I should think you wish to keep yourself busy. Sarah has requested your assistance. She would have you deliver this letter to the Mughals. She is inviting them to the tower.
Sounds easy enough.
It is a task only you could do.
Gets me away at least.
This request is a boon. Sarah wishes for you to relax.
Appreciate it. I'll try my best not to get eaten on the way. Coming, Sophie?
Yes, sir!
Glad to hear it. Maya, look out for any trouble while I'm gone.
Trouble?
Sarah bears the weight of hope on her shoulders. And Palamecia, that weight is liable to crush her. History may be repeating itself. Palamecia's up to something. I don't want to see either of you get caught up in its schemes. Be careful and be vigilant.
I understand. I have fallen victim to hope too many times. Very well. I will instruct Eco to send word if the worst should happen.
Thanks.
No, thank you. May your journey be swift.
Yeah. See you soon.
Hey! Wait up, will ya?
What are you guys doing here?
We heard you were leaving for a bit. Figured we'd see you off.
Wish we could go with you. Someone's gonna lead these greenhorns.
Thanks, guys. I'm glad I got to see you. I didn't even think to tell you. But I'm glad you came, regardless. Really glad.
Of course! We wouldn't miss it for the world. Wherever you're going, I hope there are fewer fiends.
Me too. Either way, I'll be back soon. Hold down the fort.
Sophie still has allies here. Friends. No matter how much Palamecia twists things around, it can't take that away from her. She can count on that. I wish I could say the same thing about myself.
So where are we headed exactly? Do these Mughals stay in one place? Actually, I don't think I've ever seen one myself.
They have a village. I've been there before.
Really? Is it true that they say Kapo?
They do, or well, they did. Now they say Po, and they're Moggles, not Mughals. As for why, well, they have their reasons, I suppose.
I see. I don't know why, but I didn't expect you to be so traveled. But I guess you had to get as good as you are somehow.
Huh. It makes me wonder how you got so good.
Hey, I don't need flattery from you. think? I'm pretty good, huh?
You're okay. If we ever end up on opposite sides, it might be an interesting fight.
Interesting. But it'd be over in a flash. I'd wait till the one moment your guard was down, and then pow!
Yep, pow. And then you'd be in the dirt. Or worse.
Ha! I knew you were flattering me. Bet you have a lot of stories to tell. I'd really love to hear some of them sometime.
Just boring tales of suffering and hardship.
I wonder what you had to go through to become how you are now. You might think it's boring, but I'm sure I wouldn't. Come on, spit it out. I know I can learn something, and isn't that why I'm here?
Alright. It was a long, long time ago. Well, maybe not that long ago. I woke up on the shores of Palamecia, without my memories and with only the clothes on my back.
Oh, you're talking about the Dark Flood. That happened to everyone, didn't it?
What if I'm not talking about that?
Wait, you do remember what it was like before the flood. I knew it! You can't hide stuff like that from me. I'll always find out.
You want to hear about it or what? Ask away.
So you know about the Warrior of Light and this tale or whatever?
Interesting. You know more than you let on.
Echo told me. I really only know the words. And I never had time to find out more.
Fairies sharing secrets, huh? Well, I don't suppose there's any point in hiding the truth. I'll tell you what I can, on one condition. Don't speak of this to anyone else.
Oh, of course! My lips are sealed, and I never break a promise.
Out of my way!
Wait, hold on. You mean to tell me that Sarah isn't actually your sister?
No, but that seemed like the best thing to go with when I knew she lost her memories. Sophie wasn't completely clueless about the past. The Echo she was with saw to that, strangely enough. Fairies never do anything without an ulterior motive. I doubted this was an exception. Regardless, I tried my best to answer her rapid-fire questions. No point in lying. I was too tired to lie, to be honest. It felt good to finally share it with someone. Turns out long-term deception is more exhausting than I thought.
Now that I think about it, it makes complete sense that you two aren't related. It's painfully obvious even. First of all, you look nothing alike. Second of all, you act nothing alike.
That obvious?
Sarah has this air of nobility or something, while you, well...
I'm as far from noble as you can get.
I wasn't saying that. You're just... frank.
Nice save.
Okay now, does Sarah know that you two aren't really brother and sister?
No. And like it or not, I plan on keeping it that way. Which is why I need to remind you that this conversation is between you and me.
I know. You don't have to tell me twice. It must be hard for you to keep this up. Maybe we can talk about something else, you know.
You want to know about the past.
You said it!
Join chaos in oblivion.
Now you'll really be afraid!
Sun shines bright.
Better run! Whatever you try, you ain't winning!
You never stood a chance.
No way I'll lose now! Yeah! Oh, this feels good! Now that's the spirit! I'm serious now!
The sun shines bright. The world shirks from my wrath.
Well, on to the next one. So, what are you gonna do after we reach the Moogle village?
If they want to come to the tower, then I'll guide them safely there.
And then what? Wait around till you're needed again? There's nothing else you want to do?
Not particularly.
No one you want to search for?
Well, since we're being honest, there is. Someone I parted ways with a while back. I said we'd meet again someday. I just hope it hasn't been too long.
Look at you, getting all teary-eyed on me.
Hey, what about you?
It's strange. I know I was searching for someone, but
You can't remember.
yeah.
Well, maybe they're seeking you out, and you won't have to do any searching.
Maybe.
You're lucky. If I ever meet who I'm looking for, I have a feeling I'll come to regret it in time.
They're working together? Well, it certainly shakes things up a little. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. Sophie has a knack for making friends, and he has a knack for vexing me. At least I won't have to worry about them falling prey to some hungry fiends. Hello and good day! What? What are you doing here? My duty was to get Sarah to the Tower of Hope, and now my duty is done. No one really told me what to do afterward. No one tells me anything, so here I am following these two because why not? Right. Speaking of which, why are you here? You shouldn't be skulking in the bushes. You should go say hi to your old friend. How have you been? Oh, I've missed you. I couldn't do that even if I wanted. How could I face him again? What would I even say? I tried everything I could to keep Palamecia from getting all twisted up again, but it wasn't enough. I didn't want him to go through all this again, but here we are. You sound almost concerned. You two are so sentimental. He's the one who's sentimental. Whatever you say.
Something's not right here. There are fiends everywhere. I can feel them.
You've got good intuition. Okay then, let's get to it.
Time to show off what I've learned.
Just in time. I was starting to doze off.
There are just too many of them. Do you think the other fairies summoned these fiends? Maybe, maybe not. Once the tale gets going, there's no turning back, and no telling how it'll end. From this point on, we'll just have to hope for the best. Go to the tower and seek reinforcements. Those two are strong. The worst is yet to come. You got it, boss! Let's hope we all make it through to the end of this.
There you are. The guests of honor have finally arrived. I suppose you may be wondering who I am.
Is it worth knowing who you are? I'll be putting you down soon enough.
Ah, there's that cutting wit I've heard so much about. A warrior with a tongue as sharp as his sword. I much prefer that to the broody type.
Always happy to entertain.
What do we do?
Stay back. Far back.
You have no need to look so frightened. I am only here for a little code, and perhaps some raising. Would you be so kind as to point me toward Omega Village?
Omega? But that's your...
It's bait.
But you can't let him.
Bait that I'll gladly take.
Ah, good. Then we shall fight. How will you look when you breathe your last? Give me a better show than the last of you I slaughtered.
Yes. Not good enough. That's better. This is the beginning of your end. I will end you.
Come on! Here. You're open.
I'm not interested in you.
I control my fate. Let's wrap this up. Take this!
Ready to your promised land? Be big and shout! One notch
focus in now. Target the target.
Your life was pitiful.
Take this!
Done chasing shadows. Come, blackest night. Turn to the earth!
I control my fate.
Your blood will be rushed on my sword.
You're open. How can it end like this? Here.
Promised land. Bet I look like a real soldier now. So it was you. Sophie.
What?
It's you.
You know who I am?
What have I done? You must forgive me, Sophie. To think I would lift my sword against my beloved sister.
Wait. Sister? Me? I don't get it. I can't remember anything, but you seem... Are you really my brother?
Sophie!